So this is my temperature. Oh man, I'm not feeling so great in the morning. Which means my jet lag's finally cured. How lovely. Maybe breakfast. Bloody hell. How to keep this locked? Oh yeah, this is a Quarantine Qontent. So after looking at my previous video, I noticed there's a bit of an audio problem, maybe due to compression or something. I want to try out this cheap microphone. I got it in Hong Kong back in 2016, I believe. I didn't really have time to use it, but let's take a look if it works. So after a bit of testing, my microphone had been broken the entire time, and I've been recording my audio through via computer internal mic. So yeah, please expect some bad audio for the next 2 weeks. I didn't feel very well today. I felt like my windpipe and my lungs had some weird issues. So I contacted the medics who were in the hotel. They basically called me and said it's probably just the air conditioner, since I wasn't very used to it in Europe. So that's just how it is. Basically, they just recommended me to drink hot water. I also think they're beginning to do some COVID tests for the next 3 to 5 days with just some swab tests. They haven't gone to my room yet, so I assume I'll be doing it in a different day. I also have 1 subscriber, so lovely. In other news, Bayern just crushed Barcelona and Lyon had got a surprise win against Man City. Unfortunately, I wasn't around in the same time zone to watch it, so that's a shame. Other than that, I also need to do something with my address because they need to have some of my details so that they know where to send me when I have to go home. Finally, my family got to watch my videos, and the feedback that my dad gave me was, you should get a haircut and make it short, you have 15 days to grow back. Okay. So I'm currently in my bathroom, and when I was in Geneva, I wasn't really sure whether I could afford to cut my hair because the barbershops would be a bit too expensive. So before I went to Geneva, I bought a shaver in Thailand. Now this one is plugged to the wall, so I'm very lucky there's an outlet here right next to the sink. And also what you need is a mirror and a lot of light, and I'm glad to have both. It would be a lot better if I had a second mirror that I could do in the back, and I left it back in Geneva. I couldn't bring it back. But I'll do what I can. I think I can use my muscle memory to try to figure it out, though it will be slightly bit more difficult. This is where my hair's supposed to go down. This is the rest of my trash, but I think I'll just recycle them all together. I don't think there's any harm in that. Also, I want to put a plastic over my shirt so I don't damage it. So I'm actually considering using this water bottle thing. Again, you gotta work with what you have. You can't really go out and buy stuff on Amazon, you know? So see what I look like. So far I got the size of my hair. I don't think it looks that perfect at the moment. I can't even really see because my glasses are off. We'll fix it in post. So most of the back of my hair is done. I'll try to take a look at it later on. Maybe I have to use the camera as a mirror at some point, so I wouldn't be able to record this. If you ever want to exercise your core, by the way, one good way to do it is to lay your back behind the sink and try to shave the back of your head. So as you can see, I've done with most of my hair. I think all I really have to do now is really try to do some of the finishing touches, cut the rest of my hair in the back so I can actually see what's going on back there, and hopefully it'll come up nice. I did whatever I could with his hair. It's not perfect, obviously, and the most difficult part was trying to cut my hair blind, which is since I didn't have a second mirror and my phone isn't really that big. The only way for me to cut my hair was by feeling my hair, by looking at the subtle inches of where there's a bit of a contour, and then you just try to cut through it. But even then I doubt it would be very perfect. But I'm just really tired and I just really want to get to eating lunch. So I'm gonna just wash myself up and clean the place up. It's not the best looking. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, now that I have my haircut, I also wanted to update you on something, which is that the original issue with the 14 to either 14 or 15 day thing has been resolved. It's back to 14 days again, so now there's less content, but it's good for my mental health. So about the laundry, we can't bring the laundry to the laundry machine because that'll be contaminating. So what we have to do is actually they gave us some detergent and we have to hand wash it ourselves. So I guess I need to do that. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go back and over clean my hands. So I'm looking at the instructions right now, and this is the thing they gave us for us to wash it with our own hands. You have to use about 2.5 handfuls, 2.5 to 3 handfuls, palmfuls. That whole process was a big waste of time. I'm just gonna rewear the same clothes and I'm gonna go get dinner. Anyway, that's basically the video. I was planning to do something a bit more informative and productive, but I didn't really have time for it, and now it's 6 p.m., which means I have to do my temperature. Hold on a second. The whole process of making these videos are actually quite longer than I expected. I initially imagined them to be a bit somewhat shorter, so the plan was initially that I could make short videos so that I could work on the longer ones around the same day. But as you can see, there's a lot of things I haven't really accounted for, and as it turns out, the process for one video has become longer and longer. I'm not really sure how I'm planning to do this. I'm just want to make sure that I record it on the day that I said it would, and then at least release it the day after. In any case, I expect that the next video will be about something that I am more interested in, not just about my life in quarantine, which, as you will see, will later become more predictable through the day. Looking forward to tomorrow, not the getting up part, but looking forward to tomorrow nonetheless. So most of the hair needs to be cutting.